During the course of evolution, some plants develop resistance to any kind of attack on them. This attack could be in form of disease, insects, humans, animals, and this resistance is found in form of various chemicals. These chemicals could be something like calcium oxalate, alkaloids. Now you don't need to worry about the name of these chemicals, but what we need to know is that these chemicals could be toxic to anyone who consumes these plants or even touches the sap. Today I'm going to talk all about such plants. I would like to thank the sponsors of this video, Amino. It's an interest-based app where you can explore and discover things you like, especially through their cool feature of short videos called stories. Stories can help you explore content on a variety of topics like skincare, decor, gardening, etc. I have also shared a story on how to water indoor plants there. You can download the app by following the link below and find me there at Garden Up. Alright, so before we move on, I want to clarify one thing, that most indoor plants that I'm going to talk today are great air purifiers, and by merely keeping them in your home does not make them toxic or poisonous for anyone. The number one plant, and which is very commonly found, is Porthos, the Indian money plant. The problem with this one is that its leaves contains a lot of calcium oxalate. Now this is a crystal with sharp edges. If somebody tends to consume a leaf of it, it can harm the gut of a person. It can cause blisters, it can cause vomiting. Now its effect can vary from person to person. The second plant on the list is peace lily. This one also contains calcium oxalate in its leaves, and it has a very specific kind of calcium oxalate that is called Refid. These crystals are known to even cause diarrhea if consumed. The third plant in the list is English ivy. Now this one has two toxic components that can be dangerous for someone. This can cause blisters and itchiness if consumed, but its sap can also cause irritation in skin. Another one that you will be surprised to know that can be toxic is dumb cane. This one is known for its beautiful leaves, but the chemicals in this one and the enzymes can also cause digestion problems in people. You need to keep this one away from children and pets. And the next is this plant, which I always call as the hero plant because it's so easy to maintain and it's great air purifier, snake plant. This can be extremely toxic for pets. If consumed in great quantities, it can also cause foaming in the pets. Now, in such a case where you're not sure what to do, it's best to take your pet or your child to a doctor. If you see a child consuming any form of these plants, the first thing you can do is try to physically remove it. And if you see any of the signs like blisters, irritation, inflammation, or general vomiting or diarrhea, it's better that you take the child or the pet to a doctor. And do not try doing something at home because it's better to consult someone. The idea of this list is to help you identify what are those plants at home that you can avoid or keep them away. The other plant which can be toxic for humans and pets is philodendron. This one is actually mildly toxic. It also causes irritation, diarrhea, vomiting if consumed. Most of these plants are also irritating if somebody touches the sap. So one way to avoid all of them is, of course, not have them at home. Instead, you can have some other indoor plants like Erica, Boston Fern, Pepperomia, Haworthias. I will put a full list of some pet-friendly and children-friendly indoor plants at home that you can refer to in the description box down below. The other way to avoid them is to keep them out of reach. Now you can keep them on some height or you can hang them in hangers. For me, for example, I do not want to let go of my Porthos because I really like it. I like these hanging, trailing plants. So one way is that you keep it out of reach of pets and children. Also, the side effect of these plants depend on how much somebody has consumed of this plant. Generally, the amount of the toxin is too low if it's just a leaf or two. But if somebody has consumed several leaves, then it's best to consult a doctor. Lastly, I would like to say that don't be afraid of something like this, because I've seen on the internet there is an abundance of content on how these are poisonous, how they can be toxic, and this is one reason I was slightly apprehensive of making this video, because I don't want you guys to be scared of something like this. It's okay to have plants like these, just keep them away of reach of children or pets if you have at home, and they're beautiful, you must have them, and they do a great job of purifying the air, so there's nothing to be scared of them. I hope that I haven't scared you with this video, and if you like such informative videos, do let me know down below. I will be happy to do more of them.